Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna start by doing my hair. Not really doing everything, I'm just touching up some parts that I needed to recurl. But yeah, I wanted to kind of show you guys what I do when I want to have a little blowout hair but not the whole deal. Jamming. So then I pin it back. Also, I like to buy these pins and dance it out. No, just kidding. I buy these pins to get the hair out of my face. Those are the turquoise little pins you can see on my head. I'm so jamming out. So okay, I'm gonna take this soft ochre paint pot to prime my lids and use that white shadow from the Tease palette. And I also use that purple one in my crease, but my camera wasn't recording, so yeah. So I'm going to take that shade from the Marc Jacobs palette. It's kind of like a purple gray tone shade, and I'm going to apply that in my crease. Start building some intensity, but not a lot. And that is a Wet n Wild flat shader brush, but any shader brush can do the job. It's just kind of like to blow out the crease a little bit for our further shades. And remember, these type of looks usually take a lot of blending, so kind of be patient with your blending. Now taking my electric palette, I'm gonna take the shade, I believe the shade color is Urban. I'm sorry. But I took a little bit of Jilted to kind of give it like a dual chrome finish. I tried applying it with my brush, but it wasn't going on so smoothly, so I just took my finger to do it. Some shadows or pigments just take the finger better, like they don't like brushes, so it just, sometimes I like to apply them with my finger. So I take it all the way into my lid space, avoiding the crease. And I like to take my time in this because it does involve, like I say, a lot of blending, so take your time. Now here I'm applying Urban. Like I said, I tried with a brush, but it wasn't really working, so yeah. And I know it looks very messy. It always looks messy before it looks nice. In my case, my looks always start off really bad, and then they gradually go into fixing themselves with the other shadows. So now I'm going to take this brush by the Unicorn collection from Tarte, and I'm just blending out the edges. It doesn't have any product. And then I decided to use a bluish purple shade that comes in the Bisou palette. I think that palette is number 41, if I'm not mistaken. I take the lilac color first, and then I go in with that bluish purple one that I was mentioning. And I just use it to kind of smooth out the lines so that it won't be so harsh and it looks a little bit more blended together. It looks a little ashy, but it'll start pairing itself once I add the other darker shades. I just really like to have a lot of shades before it gets darker. Like, it's just a gradual effect that I like to do. You don't have to do this step, it's just something I like to do. So then I take that one and I take the shade Urban. That one's just a small little detailing brush, but like I said, these pigments don't like brushes. Like, in my opinion, they go better on with the finger. So I'm applying it on my lid and a little bit over my crease, but not a lot. Ouch. I had a little glue there and I was trying to take it off because it was being annoying, but it just wouldn't come off, so yeah. Okay, we get it. You have a glue. Bye. I just keep messing with that damn glue, but it was really bothering me. That's why I was trying to take it off, but my lashes weren't helping a lot, so yeah. Now I just keep building that intensity with that urban shadow. It just depends on how dark or deep you want the purple to look. I wanted mine to be dark and deep, but not so deep, if you know what I mean. I feel like my terminology is super out of this world. Like, I don't know. Then I'm taking that bluish purple shade again from the Bisou palette, and I'm just kind of softening my edges from my inner corner and outer corner, just to make my eye a little more round, because my eyes are a little bit more of an almond shape. So I like to take that little extra step. I mean, if you have time, you can do it. If you don't, pretty much you don't. But it kind of looks like it's getting together. It just takes me a lot of blending to do this, and since I like to sing and take my pauses like right there, it takes me longer to concentrate. So yeah, I'm just working in those edges. I don't really like harsh lines either in my inner corner and my outer corner, so I take my sweet ass time with that. Now here I'm proceeding to the other eye, because I know from the other angle you guys couldn't see it really well, but I'm basically taking that same Marc Jacobs shade with that flat shader brush from Wet n Wild and applying it in the same areas that I did on the other eye. Now here I was a little bit annoyed already, so I just took the shade Urban and started applying it on my eyelid. I got a lot of fallout because I was pressing on the shadow rather than like just pushing it in. It was just pressing it down, so it looks like I have a lot of fallout, but I really don't. It's just that I was pressing it on. So now I'm working a little bit into my crease with those colors. It looks like I have a purple eye, but I'll clean it up right now, don't worry. I'm not gonna leave it like that. It just takes a lot of patience. So if you're not like a pro at blending, just stay patient. Like, you're gonna get there one day and you're not even gonna notice. So with the other side, which is clean, I just like to smooth out the edges, especially the ones on the top. Also your finger works. Like right here, she don't care. She had a brush in the hand. She's just blending with the finger, doing her own thing. That looks like shit though. So I'm gonna clean it up because I know it's bothering you all, and it's certainly bothering me that I have shadow all over my under eye circles. So I like to kind of clean it really sharp and edgy from the ends, kind of as a guide from where my liner is gonna go. That's why I go in that little triangle shape. You don't have to do that. I just use that as my guide. And singing breaks are allowed as well, just to have a little fun, because obviously we're already annoyed with the blending. And taking that Marc Jacobs shade again, just applying it in the crease for more depth. That's why you never finish, because you're always singing. Does anybody else like to jam out when they're doing their makeup? Like, I feel like if I don't feel like it's progressing or going anywhere. I don't know. Have my little karaoke moments. But yeah. I don't even remember what I was hearing. So that Tarte brush doesn't have any product. It's just clean. It's just to soften edges. So yeah, you're gonna see it a lot throughout the video, because I'm very perfectionist when it comes to shadow. So I like to go back and correct anything that doesn't look smooth to my eyes. Kind of feeling myself a little there, because I really like the way these colors are building themselves. So here I decided to add a little bit more of Urban just to deepen in the lid color. I think Urban is one of my favorite shades. I just love this palette. I feel like the pigmentation on it is amazing, and there's times where I feel like I should have bought two because it's already like discontinued. So yeah, it was only $24, so yeah. So that's the way the eyes are looking so far. Again with that blending brush. Yeah, she just loves that blending brush, doesn't she? I took a little bit of that bluish shade again from the 41 palette of Bisou just to blend those edges again, and then gradually just blend a little bit more in the crease. I love how it has like a bluish purplish effect, almost like duochrome. It just looks a lot more purple on camera, but in person I felt like it looked a little blue too. So now I think I'm gonna go in with, oh, we're gonna fix the camera first. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I like to use this one to smooth out my pores, and also if I have texture, I feel this is one of those primers that helps. Now taking that Echo Tool sponge and my foundation, which is a LA Girl Pro HD foundation in Natural, I'm gonna apply that to my face. I'm just gonna buff it off with this sponge. I really like the sponge. I just feel that compared to the Beauty Blender, it's a little stiff to my liking, but I mean, it does the job. Oh my god, you guys, there I had like pumped my foundation and it literally got all over my hand, so I literally had to smudge it in my face with my hand. So yeah, technical difficulties when filming are natural. There we go, smudging again with the hand. I just had so much foundation in my arm and I had to use it because it was already there. So sorry. And take a little bit in my forehead, kind of take away that redness going on. This is a very dewy foundation, so if you have dry skin, you're gonna love this, but if you have oily skin, I don't think you will like it because it kind of will slide all over your face. It's really, really dewy. So yeah, let's dance, dance, dance to the rhythm. What are you looking for? Oh yeah, my NARS concealer. I'm gonna use this to brighten my under eyes. It's the NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard, and I'm gonna draw some tribal signs under my eyes so that I can kind of brighten that area. I feel like this concealer needs like another wand or something because it does leave very little product to come out. So yeah. Now I'm gonna take the Fit Me loose powder in Fair. I think this one is Fair, to bake my under eyes. But first I'm gonna wet the sponge again, and that's not a setting spray, it's actually water just in a little container. I like to re-wet my sponges as I'm doing my makeup because I feel that sometimes the sponge tends to dry out a little. So yeah, I kind of re-wet it with that little water bottle I made from a Wet n Wild setting spray. So with my concealer, I like to clean out whatever I left under my eyes, a little bit inside my nose, and then I bake. I don't bake for too long though because I have dry skin, so I don't like to bake for long because I feel it emphasizes my dryness. but I just kind of bake for like a minute or less, and it works for me, so I like it. I do it in under my eyes, in the bridge of my nose, my chin, definitely my forehead, because come on, and a little wavy dance. So then I take whatever's left on the top with one of the Kat Von D powder brushes, and I just buff it lightly, really lightly dust it around my face, just so that any other powders that I use won't move my foundation. And you see how I remove the excess under my eyes really quick, because if I leave it there for long, it will emphasize my dry under eyes, so I don't like to leave it for too long. What's with the cute faces? Don't we all make the cutest faces when we're baking? Now I take that flat little detailing brush and I kind of smoke out my lower lash line. I really don't like that method, but so many people tell me that I should do it more. Whatever. And I apply a little bit more because I had a little fallout, just to kind of clean my under eyes. But yeah, just whatever's left, smudge it around your face. Nothing too major. I really like this powder. I feel like it's really lightweight on my face, so I really do recommend it. And it's from the drugstore, so you can pretty much find it anywhere. I bought mine at Walmart though. So here we're gonna work on these brows. And for my brows, I like to take the Anastasia pomade in medium brown, and with a BH flat angled brush. Here I'm just brushing them first. I went a little ahead, sorry, but here's my little BH flat brush. So with that, I like to fill in my brows. I don't have pretty full brows, that's the reason why I use a pomade. But if you have really full brows, I feel like you could fill them in with just powder, or maybe if you need a little shaping, maybe use a brow whisk. But pomade is not for everybody. It doesn't look cute in everybody. I just use it because I have a lot of sparse areas in my brows, so it's more for that. And whatever is left on the brush, I kind of just brush it on the beginning of my brow, I guess. I kind of work more and put the product in my arch and in the tail of the brow, but the inner part of the brow, I just do whatever's left on the brush. I don't really pack any more product. And that was quick. I feel like my brows have been cooperating. I don't know. I haven't had a hard time filling them in. But yeah, that's the way I do my brows. Now I'm gonna brush the other side and fill it in as well. Like I said, I really follow my natural shape of the brow. It's just the beginning of the brow that gives me a really hard time to shape. I don't know. Does anybody else have that problem? I feel like I'm the only one that does that. I don't know. The tail and the arch, I'm pretty good at it, because I kind of know where I want to have my arch and my tail. But it's just the beginning of the brow that gives me headaches. Like, I wish I didn't have to do that part. And I know that they look a little intense, but believe me, in person they don't even look that dark. But I guess it's just a camera. So there we go. Those are my brows. Victory dance, because I did my brows in one try. I thought I was gonna have to edit this so much, but no, joke's on you. So now, since I feel like I did this in one trial, I'm gonna dance a little, but then I'm gonna take my Hoola bronzer in this Real Techniques dual fiber brush to kind of blend it out. I just do a little fish face, kind of guide myself from my natural contour. And that's pretty much how I bronze my face. I don't really do much, just a double chin, because y'all know we've been hitting that water burger. So yep, a little bit on my forehead. I don't really like to bronze my forehead. I feel it looks muddy on me. I don't know, I just really don't like it, but I try to do a little bit. So freaking hot with this hair. What? Yes, we're feeling the shadow. I was really feeling myself, as you could tell. And yes, for those wondering, I was hearing Despacito. It's literally like my go-to jam when I do my makeup. So okay, now what are we gonna do here? We're gonna take the Wet n Wild purple liner, and I'm gonna use that as my liner because I feel like I always do black, so I'm trying to branch out into more colorful options. So yeah, I'm gonna do my liner, and I'm gonna do like a little really small baby wing because I haven't really been feeling the whole cat eye wings, like super long wings. So I've been really stingy with my wings and just go for a little baby wing. You can't really tell much for the liner, but I feel like in person it was a little bit more visible. Might be wrong, I don't know. I really liked it. I was amazed that I got that in one try also. So I just went a little bit, like a second coat of it, just to kind of increase the intensity of it. I don't know. I'm running out of words, you guys. I really don't even know what the hell to say anymore. But then she was looking and she found the Sephora pencil. This is like a waterproof purple pencil from Sephora, and I'm gonna use that in my waterline. Although I must say, disclaimer, my eyes started crying so much after using this, so I really don't recommend that you guys use this. My eyes were super watery the whole time, so I don't know. I'm thinking it was that pencil because after that my eyes were crying like crazy. So no, never again am I using that purple one. Now I'm gonna curl my lashes with my favorite curler from Tarte. And while she dances away, please curl your lashes, ma'am. So I curl my lashes. This is one of my favorite curlers because it doesn't pinch my eyes. Since I do have hooded lids, I have a lot of like skin, and curlers tend to pinch me a lot. So this one doesn't. That's why I love it. It's a holiday collection, just if you're wondering why it has those rhinestones. I think the regular curlers for Tarte are just purple, but this one is a holiday, so it has rhinestones. Now here I'm gonna take some lashes by Kiss, and these are in the style Midnight, and I'm applying some dual lash glue, kind of letting them set really quick. And on they go. I like these because I really don't have a hard time putting them on. Like, they just glide on my eyes literally, and they don't hurt my eyes. So they are faux mink lashes, but they don't feel any heavy, or I don't know, they feel really lightweight. I guess I was feeling myself after those lashes. I feel like it looks like I have like black liner, but I don't. It's a purple liner. I don't know what type of songs I was hearing there, but I was really into it. So I just like to make sure that they're really nice and blended with my natural lashes. Kid break. You know when you're doing something and your kids ask you something and you're like, oh, I gotta stop. Had a little kid break for a moment. So yeah, these lashes are everything. They're really, really nice. They're lightweight, and they look really, really natural. If natural had like something like this. But I really like them. If you haven't tried them, you should. They have several styles to fit everybody's like different tastes. So yeah. So I don't know what I was doing there, but I covered everything. Oh, I'm applying a Bisou liner, and that one is a purple one. I think it's in the number, it's in the number 20. So it's like an iridescent purple. I just felt like it complemented the lower lash line really nicely, and it felt better after that Sephora liner. So yeah. So I'm gonna take this flat brush from the Tarte collection, and I'm gonna contour my nose, kind of give myself like a little nose job. Kid break. Oh my god, it's so damn hot. Even though my hair is pinned, I feel that it was really, really hot. Lights and Lashes mascara, and I'm gonna coat my lashes really lightly, just in the upper part of my lashes. The lower lash line, I do really give like 2 coats of mascara just so you can really see my lashes. So I was almost forgetting something, but then I remembered that I needed some highlight. So first I'm gonna apply my Jeffree Star and Manny MUA collection liquid lip and Daddy. Just remember to shake them before you apply them. I see a lot of people complaining about the formula, but sometimes you just gotta shake them and they work perfectly fine. And I'm not gonna lie, Daddy is my favorite shade of the two that he launched with Jeffree Star. So yeah, it's a really beautiful cool toned brown. So now I'm gonna use my highlight, and I'm using this one by City Colors, and I'm just gonna take the Morphe R40 brush just to kind of highlight the high points of my face. I really like small little brushes like this to highlight, and yeah, I feel like this goat hair makes magic and works wonders with highlighters. And this highlighter is my favorite. You guys know I use it in every freaking video that I do. It's just the same City Colors trio. And I do a little bit in my nose, not a lot, because I don't know, I just like a little bit, and a little bit in the bridge of my nose just to hide that scar a little. So we glowing. We're doing some glow. Now I did a little bit on my chin also because I felt I was looking a little flat. So I took a little highlighter in my chin and I just applied it there. Now this is my completed look, you guys. I hope you guys really liked it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram for like more in-depth pictures. And don't forget that all the products are going to be down below. If you guys are interested in any of the products that I used today, I'll put all the products down below so you guys can check it out. But yeah, that's pretty much everything for today. I'm just brushing off my lion mane. Taking my sweet ass time. But I finally felt this look was complete. I was really happy with the results. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you guys liked it and if you guys like voiceovers. So thank you so much for watching. I'll give you guys a little close-up of it. I really liked it. Yay. Thank you. Bye.